Really quick, I'm baffled by this. So this Indigenous Peoples Day, I'm totally for Indigenous peoples, though of course no one's really indigenous. They came here across the land bridge like everybody else. However, I'm not against that. I'm just wondering, no, we're all immigrants, including the American Indians, as you know. But my question to you is, all these people are suddenly in love with the native population of America. I don't see them sending any money to the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota, which is basically the poorest place on the continent. Why is that? It's all kind of theoretical and all these symbolic gestures of support, but like no actual support. Have you noticed that?
So I think that there's more that many of us can do to help our communities. I think that the debt really to the indigenous people is owed by the United States government. They're the people who owe
well, they've spent a lot. They've spent an awful lot. It hasn't helped. But hold on. Why are you offloading the responsibility on the government? You're calling for Indigenous Peoples Day.
I'm not offloading.
Why don't you send a check for 10 grand to Indigenous peoples? I bet they'd appreciate it. I know they would, in fact, having spoken to them.
Well, maybe if you give me your job, I'll have that 10 grand. But I'll tell you what. It's not the average American that removed indigenous people from their homes during the Trail of Tears. That was the United States government and actually somebody who President Trump praised. Those are the acts of the government who owes the indigenous people.
Let me ask you really quick. Are you aware that and I think the Trail of Tears is appalling and I'm not defending it, obviously. One of the many bad things our government has done. But are you aware that the Indians brought their slaves with them on the Trail of Tears? Did you know that?
I am aware. I'm absolutely aware.
Just because history is complicated, that's the only point I'm making. Professor, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tucker.